Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Wild Raven Tarot channel. I am today's host. Well, every day, I guess. I'm Bobby, the host of Wild Raven Tarot. Nice to meet you guys. I am a professional card reader and card collector. Yay. And I do this show because everybody in the world has a story, every single person, and I'm fascinated by those stories. And to show people how those stories coincide with each other, I like to do this show. I ask my guests questions based on the 22 cards of the major arcana. Today's guest is Lulu, the quiet flame. What up, homegirl?
Oh, how are you? I'm good. I'm good. It's rainy here
Hi.
today. So,
Is it really? I'm
yeah.
sorry. How you feeling?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good. I rarely have a bad day.
I love
Like,
that. Even my
I'm
bad
sure
day's a
we'll get
day.
into well, I'm sure we'll get into why as you're asking your question.
Awesome. Or maybe not awesome. We'll find out. Let's say hi to a couple people that are joined us. I haven't even had a chance to look at chat yet. We've had some technical difficulties backstage. GG, guess what I was working on last night? Yep, should be ready in a day or two. Definitely
Now
by
I'm curious.
Tuesday. It's a neat thing. You're gonna like it. Who else do we have here? We've got Mere Dragon. What's up, Mere Dragon? Just a Mere Dragon. All right. Now, you read with Gigi a lot, don't you?
I do. 3 nights a
Yeah,
week.
three
Yeah,
nights a
with Curtis and
week.
Gigi. Yeah.
What night?
Monday,
Plug
Wednesday,
it,
Friday.
girlfriend. Plug it. That's what I'm saying.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday in the Nut House, and we try to do different themes. And then on the mid Friday of every month, we do Dumpster Fire Friday, which is sort of hard truths, hard knocks,
Ouch, that sounds
sort
like
of
my kind of
designed
show.
for semi shadow. You know those questions where it's like, oh, should I give up on him? Or he seems to ignore me. Does he like me? Those kind of questions. So those are the hard truths that we get into.
I call those Lenormand questions. I've started reading Lenormand cards, and there's a
Oh, I have those
difference.
too.
Tarot cards are descriptive and flowery. Lenormand cards are bitch. Boom. Um,
Yeah, right?
yeah.
I have two
So
decks. Two
some
decks of
people, when they're
Lenormand, I'm
say,
learning.
yeah, right. Selena gave me a great Lenormand deck up here.
Yeah, and Gigi just got one sent to her too. So maybe we'll start doing like Lenormand Wednesday or something once
Yeah,
a
I'm
month.
thinking of teaching Lenormand on my members page. Um,
Oh,
so
cool.
everybody, by the way, join up and be a member. Last week was Easter, so I didn't get to do my class. But we're
Mm,
doing the Fool's Journey, and that's tomorrow. We've done the Fool's Journey through the Minor Arcana already, and
right.
basically, the way I write the Fool, we're teaching the traditional Golden Dawn names of the cards, the astrology of the cards, the planetary associations and zodiac, and then the reverse meanings of the cards too through the Fool's Journey. I've turned the Fool into a little bit of a hoe who is all hot for the Knight of Wands, but that's just me. Um,
Right.
let's face it, we learn in stories, and that's
Right.
the best way. Now we've got my bro Nate is here. Nate is in my inner circle. What up, homeboy? I'll be reading with him coming up too. He just started his channel. I love you, little brother. See. Oh, Nate. Gigi is one of those, I'm sure you know her already, but Gigi is the shit. I love her reading style.
We read
Dan,
for Nate last night.
really? I love
Yeah.
my Nate. Nate is the coolest. That's right. He did tell me about that.
Yeah.
Um, Nate's my smoke out buddy too. He may be in Canada and I may be in Arizona, but we'll spark a bong together.
Yeah, I think he said he was it New Brunswick or Nova Scotia, Nate?
New Brunswick, I
He's like
think.
the complete opposite side of Canada to me.
Far, far away
But
from
we're
me.
both coastal.
Yeah?
So he's
Just
on the ocean, I'm on the ocean. We're just polar opposites.
so what I'm hearing is I can do a Canadian uh tour and come visit you guys and just visit
You
all my
should.
friends, huh? Nate's been pushing me to come out there. He wants to come visit me. Um,
So fun times.
there he
New
is. Yeah.
Brunswick, it takes as long to fly to Victoria from New Brunswick as it does to get to England. And it costs about the same.
Really?
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
up, Meg? How you doing? Let's see, who
That's
else do
my
we have?
that's my best childhood friend. We met
Is
when
it
we were 11.
really? Well,
Yeah.
it's an honor to meet you. My best childhood friend Ty. I've been thinking about him a lot lately.
Hmm.
You know how well, childhood friends. You just can't get them out of your
You
mind.
just do.
Yeah.
Some stay. Some stay. Meg has been a part of my soul tribe since the beginning of time.
My
So
sister keeps up with them. I haven't. My life got
yeah.
hectic and we lost touch. Um, Maru, what up, homegirl?
Hi, Mario.
Maru is another one that's in my inner circle. Let's see, who do we have? If I've missed your name, I apologize. But Lulu is kind of strapped on time today, so we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. If I missed you guys, welcome, welcome, welcome to the show. We normally do this on Mondays, but anything for Lulu.
I work full
Louie.
time. I work full time,
Yeah.
so
And then
I
you
don't
find
really
time to
have
do
daytime.
this too. Well,
Yeah.
let's go ahead and start with our first question. And
Okay.
our first question deals with the Fool. Now,
Okay.
where would you say the beginnings of your spirituality started? What formed your belief system?
Well, what? Oh gosh. Um,
Girl, you seen the show. You knew it was good.
my mom and my nan were both extremely intuitive and very sensitive to spirits. And that got passed on to me. I I had it when I was very young, but then I went through a trauma and shut it down. And then I got to be a teenager and was just too busy partying and
Right.
having fun. And then some more trauma.
Priorities.
And then my nan died. And she came to me clear as day, moments after she passed. And that put my foot back in the door. And from there, I was probably, well, how old was I? 17, 17, 18, when it started to open up again. But then I had more trauma and then I shut it down. And then some years went by. And 2 years ago, I had another major trauma and it blew the door wide open. So,
In your opinion, do you think those moments of trauma were the catalyst for your gifts reemerging, or do you think it was something that was pushing your gifts down?
both, because I was open when I was little and then I closed it due to a trauma. When I say
Mhm.
trauma, these are deaths. So I closed it down and then it would start to open up. Then I would another death, close it down. But when my dad died 2 years ago, he came in hot as hell. Basically, I just let it stay open at that point in time.
I
So,
love it. I have my own opinions on trauma and magic and psychic gifts, and I think
mhm,
I'm gonna ask Selena if she'll do a show on that. Y- Um, when I get it organized, I'd love to have you come on and give your input on it.
sure.
Would you be interested in that?
Sure.
Fantastic. All right.
Yeah,
Awesome.
sounds fun.
So when you realized this is here,
Mhm.
was it more of I better get a grip on it and learn to use it, or was it just in the back of your head like an annoying friend throughout your life?
No, my catalyst is my friend Donna Marie. She does healing readings by Donna Marie. And she started working in my office, and she essentially just made me pay attention to it. She's very wide open, and she saw it. She could sense it. And there it was. She just pushed me. Don't be ashamed of it. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be, just
I'm
let it
just
come in.
curious, but do you know what her sign is?
Donna Marie's? I think she's June, sometime in June.
So
Trying to remember when
Cancer.
her birthday is.
Uh,
Meg is a Cancer.
the reason I ask is because I've noticed fire signs tend to be the ones that push people into shit. Aries, Leo, and
Yeah,
Sagittarius. And we kind
none
of
of you
push people
Aries.
into. I've dragged several of my friends into um, psychic events. Mama D, who is going to be with me on Sunday. Next Sunday I'm teaching a class with her. She didn't do psychic events. I was like, yeah, you're going to. Come on, let's do it. So now she's doing them with me. I mean, she does them on her own. She does them with me. So I love lighting those fires in people. Now,
Mhm.
can you please give us an overview of we got the high priestess next. This is going to sound very clinical. Give me the specs on your psychic gifts. What are the operating modalities here? Do you
Um,
consider yourself psychic, empathic? What lane do you
so
consider yourself in?
learning.
Learning. So you're a generalist. I love that.
Okay, just learning. I have taken a couple mediumship courses. I have done a channeling course. Both of them, the teachers have seen a lot. Um, and I've put forth a lot of evidence that with mediumship. I'm not comfortable doing mediumship yet outside of the little messages I get while I'm reading. I get a
That's
lot when I'm using the
evidentiary
cards.
mediumship, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
When there's evidentiary mediumship. Okay.
Yeah. Um, yeah, for me it's mostly been my intuition. I've always been really big on knowing, especially when something is going to happen, and choosing to step away from a situation. That has been my biggest thing. Like planning to leave in the car, right? You're driving somewhere or on the motorcycle, and it's like you've got everything together, and then all of a sudden you question whether or not you have your phone. But you do. But you go back inside or you dig through your bag, you do whatever, and you realize that the 3 minutes you stalled doing that, you just missed a major accident. And it's
That's
like
happened to me.
any way to stall you, or you know, going to after parties after the club, just getting vibes off people, and even inebriated, listening to that inner voice going, that is not the after party you want to be at, right? And it would be like, no, we're going somewhere else.
You
Yeah.
reminded me that has happened to me on a couple occasions. The first time it happened in California,
Mhm.
my friend and I were headed to the club, and
Yeah.
hey, I never thought he paid attention to the things I would say. At that point in my life, I was like throwing things out. I'm like, wouldn't it be funny if? Well, I didn't realize he was actually paying attention. And he saw me in the truck on the way up, and he's like, "What?" And I was like, "I just feel wrong. I just feel wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe we should take the other freeway."
Yeah.
And he didn't even think. He just pulled all the way over 2 lanes and went the other route onto the 22.
Yeah.
Well, we found out afterwards there was a huge accident on that freeway. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, that's happened to me. I love it.
Yeah.
When you let
And they
your
say that's
intuition
that
guide you.
that psychic element, right? The intuition and the
Mhm.
psychic element is there.
I think there's a tie-in with the Akashic records, with the past, present, and future. You're seeing what's already happened. So
Mhm.
basically, seeing a news bulletin. I don't know. It's different for everybody
Deja
how they
vu.
view it. Yeah, deja vu is
I
another
get
one.
that all the time, and it's just like, I've always had that. I'll be like in the middle of a conversation and in my own head, I'm going, we have already had this conversation. I'm like,
I get a
why
lot
are we doing this
of
again?
thoughts about
Hi,
people,
Madrina.
and then the next day they'll call, or I'll run into them or
Yeah.
something. But yeah.
Yeah.
Or my favorite one is when you're sitting there reading a book and you reach over and your phone rings right when you grab it and you pick it up. Hello. That's my favorite one. Uh, or,
Yeah.
and you've seen this, and it's not just me, calling people's names before their name pops up on the wheelie thing.
Yeah.
Um, that's a way of flexing your psychic muscles. Just do it. Practice.
Knowing. Yeah.
All right, now let's go on. We've got our next card, which is the Empress. Um,
Hmm.
each card, yeah, okay. Each card is different. The question is different for each of my guests. When I look at the Empress, I actually see you as the Empress. What do you think of when you see the Empress card?
Oh, well, what I associate to the Empress is like divine motherhood, right?
Yes.
The carer, the bearer, the one that just has the answer. I see my mother when I see the Empress. And it is the card that I most closely associate to myself in the tarot is the Empress. Because I am everything but a mother, but as somebody who is not a mother,
Hmm.
kind of like a mother to all, right? Like,
Yes. Let me throw this out there, to assuage those fears and to encourage other people. There's uh, a form associated with tarot called the alphabet, the Hebrew alphabet, and the letter for the Empress card is Dalet, D, for door. The Empress is the door to things. Um,
mhm,
the High Priestess is the guide. The Empress is the door.
yeah,
Um, think the female parts giving birth. So this
right.
card gives birth. You're meant
Like a
to,
portal.
yeah, a portal. You're meant to be that door for other people to recognize their power, their gifts, and
Mm.
to bring them into fruition. I love that for you. The Empress card, I tell you, when I see this card, I literally see your energy. Um,
Hmm,
the
that's kind of
Empress,
exciting.
the Empress is stern, but loving and caring and giving. Okay. Um, what do you enjoy doing to pamper yourself, Lulu?
Hmm.
This shouldn't be a
Uh,
stumper here, girlfriend. You need to be able to pamper yourself.
um, I don't, I think maybe just the time I have by myself. Quiet,
Oh,
quiet
I love.
time.
What do
I'm
you do?
not
You
really
like
like, I know
TV,
appear,
books?
I appear to be like the full-on girly girl, but like I'm the motorcycle riding, camping in a tent, fishing, like that, climbing trees, catching snakes, like that's how I grew up. So I guess outside, like I find pedicures weird. You know,
Really?
facials are weird. I mean, I do pedicures, but it's not for me that relaxing experience that it is for a lot of people. It's just like get it over with, get it done.
I
I
used
want
to
to go ride
hate
my
getting
motorcycle.
pedicures. I did. I hated getting pedicures because it just
Yeah.
seemed something
They're
guys would do.
gross.
When I started doing as a nail tech, I did a lot of pedicures, huge
Mhm.
business in pedicures. But then I realized a lot of my clients were guys, military guys, because when they come back from being deployed, they got some fucked up
Boots.
feet. So I made
It's
bank on
painful.
those. I would do
Yeah.
services called a manicure. Yeah, is
Yeah.
I
My
tried.
brother would kill me for telling God only knows how many people this, but my brother loves pedicures. So when my sister-in-law and I go to the mall, he comes like every sixth or seventh time and goes and gets a pedicure while we're shopping. But he's in work boots every single day. So he has that
Yeah,
same thing, the steel toes, the on your feet all the time,
a lot of
and it
guys.
it gets uncomfortable. So I understand it from that point of view. I
I'm at the point
don't
now
even
where I
like wearing shoes,
have to.
so
It's not a question anymore of want to. It's a have to. I can't. My hands have
yeah.
tremors now. I can't cut my own nails. Two of my toes right now are all cut up because I nip the tips
Mhm.
off of them. Um, yeah,
Jeez.
I'm at the point where I can't do it myself anymore.
Mhm.
Now the emperor. The emperor is structure, authority. He's card number 4. Think square. Okay.
Mhm.
So, how do you stay structured? We were talking about all the things you have going on in your life. You do this, you do this, you do this, and you still manage to do your show and bring insight and healing to people. Um, how?
'Cause I'm ADHD AF. There is
Okay.
no structure here. It just I just go. I just do, and sometimes it's to my own detriment. But if I have a place to be on time, I just get there. So, actually, Meg's in the chat. Meg can tell you. Um,
She just did.
I don't like plans. Meg is military, 30 years in the Navy. She plans. Like literally, she could lay out a schedule of you're going to brush your teeth at this time, you're going to put your socks on at this time, you're going to eat breakfast at this time and be done by this time. And I'm like, we're on vacation.
You're like, I might fart sometime during the day. That's all my plan.
We travel together, and Meg is all structure, and I'm all just like get up and it's like I'm here to chill, so I don't really want to be on a schedule. So it's like I might just go to the beach. That's
You're
why
like,
I'm
"Whew."
here.
Right? I love
Whatever.
that. I
The more the
love
day
that.
goes.
So, I tell people, me and my husband, we're completely different. I'm a witch. He's a
Mhm.
Christian. He's very orderly and
Yeah.
organized. I'm all over the fucking place. We're a painting. He
Right.
gives my life a frame and structure. I give his life color. So we make a beautiful painting. Bobby, I have a question for Lulu. Can you ask her why after 2 months I'm still not a mod on her channel? Bitch, I cannot ask her that. I just realized I wasn't even subscribed to her channel. Um,
They just subscribed to me.
okay,
Um,
so yeah, I sent her a message last night. I was like, I wasn't even subbed. Um,
I
apparently
will
I
make you a
smoke and
mod,
pop a lot of
Madrina.
weed.
Will.
Right.
I don't know the rules in the community yet. I don't know if you just assume someone wants to be a mod and you just go ahead and make them a mod.
Well, they have to accept, so you can yeah.
Right. I will do
Uh,
that. I promise. I love you.
girl, they got me that way too. How come I'm not a mod? I'm like giving out wrenches left and right. Yeah.
You're just adding people.
I don't think about things like that. I really
Mhm.
don't. I'm not very structured and organized. That's why I married a Capricorn. I'm a Leo. I'm meant to
I'm a
party.
Libra. Air sign, airhead. Just-
Yeah, but Libra can be very severe.
we can.
Libra will cut a bitch.
You okay, so you really gotta cut me before I give chance after chance after chance. Shut up, Meg. Don't even start typing. I just I always want to see the good in people. I always want to hope better for them than sometimes they even realize they're capable of, and it can burn you. But
Mhm,
if you get me to the point of cutting you out, the door will never open again. And that is typical
mhm.
Libra. So,
That's true. Um,
yeah.
so yeah, that's really the biggest question I had with the emperor for you is there um I rely on my husband to keep me organized. I rely on my friends,
Meg,
Joey, to keep me organized. Okay. That is your
I'm a single Pringle. I just freewheel all over the place all the time. Like, that's just it. That's how I
freewheel
roll.
burning.
Yeah.
That's Judas Priest. Oh, I love Judas Priest.
Without Meg, I would probably have, and the show times, of course, I would probably I just go where the days take me. That's me.
Says, hey, I'm learning ahead of the curve in Reverse Live with my channel day and night. Nate is the coolest dude. He
You wanna
really
know
has
why?
a special place in my heart. Why is that?
Because he's Canadian.
Is that why?
We're all pretty chill. We love everybody. Just,
Yeah.
you know?
It's like the little brother I want to watch out for. I get
Yeah.
mad at people. Our next card, the Hierophant. Now, you had
Yes.
mentioned that it runs in your family. Did you ever
Mhm.
get any instruction from anybody, or have you been developing all on your own?
We have
Hey,
a tea
Viviani.
house here. And the owners of the tea house are great friends and very great instructors. And that is who I take my courses with. That is who I go to for advice. And my friend Donna Marie and you guys. So my community of Hierophants is large. And I love that because everybody has a different take. And somewhere in those opinions and theories, I find a home for myself. So it works for me to have
You're right
different
about
people.
our community. You are absolutely
Mhm.
right. I know a lot of people look at me and like to think that, well, Bobby's been doing this for a lot of years. Bobby knows more. No, uh, I learn e-
Mhm.
every single day. And within the past few years, a new aspect of my life has been opened up,
Mhm.
which I finally, that was the missing piece
Mhm.
that was making sense. And I owe that to Ramon for bringing that into my life. So, um,
Right.
this is going to sound weird, but he brought death into my life. And I
In a
say that
different way.
in a different way through Santa Muerte, um,
Yeah.
which made me not fear death in the same way as I was. It gave
Yeah.
me a different outlook. I'm getting going off on a rant here. Um, the Lovers. So, how have relationships worked around your gifts? Because I asked this, psychics, spiritualists, mentalists, and empaths find it hard a lot of the time being in a relationship because this is what the people expect us to see. This is what we're aware of. Okay. So it can be
Um,
difficult.
I've been single for 15 years.
Really.
Yeah.
Has
Because I learned a lot. Um, and I don't know. Things that I would let go before, now I don't. Um, I don't let them slide. I fell for a really, really, really wonderful man, and he was fun, and we had a lot of the same values, and I knew he had a history. Um, but he had a history in addiction, and when he fell off the wagon, it became 10 years of absolute hell in rehab, out of rehab, in rehab, out of rehab, until it broke me. And that's when I detonated the dynamite, and the bridge was never to be crossed again. However, we did remain friends, right up until he passed away 2 months ago.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
So that was an overdose. Well, it wasn't even an overdose, it was a fentanyl situation. And he was my best friend. So I dealt with a lot in the 10 years that we weren't together. Um, Lots of deaths, and always wanted the best for him, but He's free now, so I have a
Uh,
lot of I have a lot of solace there. So
that actually changed my life because everyone around me was dying. I'm a gay
yeah,
man, and my prime era was in the 90s. Dance clubs,
scary
bars,
time.
and
Yeah,
that was the dying times. Um,
yeah,
everybody I knew, everybody, all my friends died. And I
yeah,
thought, if I stay here on drugs, drinking, partying, sleeping around, I'm going to
hmm
die. Well,
yeah,
turns out I was already infected. Um, so
yeah,
now we just live,
yeah,
we do our best.
yeah. It's not that
Um,
I don't want to eventually find a partner, but I'm kind of hoping that they have the same sort of interests a little bit in some ways. Like they don't, you know, poo-poo the metaphysical.
that's true. I
Yeah.
lucked out with my husband. He's very Christian, but I
But
got a special
open-minded.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
for years I had my altar in the living room until one day he says, I out of nowhere, he just says, I can't do this anymore. You got to get this out of here. And that was after 10 years. And I was like, dude, it's okay. I understand. Calm down. It's okay. No
We'll just take the
problem.
spare bedroom.
Yeah, I pulled it down. Uh, I
Yeah.
was like, witches have operated in secret their whole. You're not a witch. Let's point that out. What do you consider yourself? Are you a witch? Are you-
I don't know. I don't think so. We like to make things and do things and if I do binding spell on somebody, it tends to work. So maybe.
Bitch, yes. Girlfriend. That's
So akashically, yes. For sure. So it's in there. I mean, I know we don't alter. So yes, I would say yes, but
everybody
um
on the world has the ability to work
has
magic,
the ability. Yeah.
which is just
In fact,
formalizing.
today we're making witches ladders today. Meg's coming
Okay.
over and our little girls' night is gonna be our there's 5 of us making witches ladders. So
Does anybody else want to say it or should I? Um, my brain hurts. I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm not gonna say the word coven. Okay.
yeah, right?
Um,
It is. It is. It's our little coven. It totally is.
so our next card up is the Chariot.
Mhm.
Now, what sign did you say you were?
Libra.
Libra. That's right. So the Chariot is about forward momentum, controlling the different aspects of ourselves in order to move forward. Um, where do you see yourself going in the long term on a spiritual
Oh,
level? What is the goal here? Or are you just gathering information at this point?
I have been told by multiple people, including Curtis and Gigi, who I read with, that I am an oracle. So I am just focusing on developing each gift as it comes in or reawakens.
Mhm.
Um, until one day I hopefully achieve that status comfortably and can own that title. You know,
It's
that's where I'm going.
uncomfortable. It took me a lot of years to
Hmm.
own the fact that that's what I was. Um,
Yeah.
there's a
Yeah.
difference between a psychic, a card reader, and an oracle.
Hmm.
Oracle tends to work with deity a lot and spirits. Um, so theurgy, you guys.
Yeah. And I just
Is
found out that I'm working with Hades and Persephone.
you're a death witch too. Um, eh, this may be why I recognized in you something
Mhm.
because it vibes with me. You're about balance, about change, about new
Mhm.
growth, about understanding that at death there's something more that happens. So
Mhm.
I love that for you. I love that about you. I love
Mhm.
you. Um,
That's funny because I never even thought about the balance of that, because I got this. She must be somewhere. I don't know where she is.
you're
Anyway,
doing what I do. Hold on, I got
there
this.
was
Wait.
a I went to the tea house and there was this pendulum. It was a pendulum necklace, rear view mirror thing. The lady just put them on a long string. You could use it however you wanted to use it. You could wear it as jewelry. You could double up as a pendulum. One of the ladies put it in her rear view mirror. But it wouldn't leave me alone. It was very strong, the compulsion to pick this thing up. And when I did, Lee, who is one of the owners of the tea house, she said, say hi to it. Tell it it's beautiful. Ask it if it knows it's beautiful, and then ask if it wants to come home with you. Well, I didn't even get the question out of my mouth, and it swung so violently, it literally almost tapped me in the chin. It was so incredible. And then she said, when you get home and you're quiet and you're relaxed, ask if there's a deity associated to the pendulum because it really spoke to you. So I broke it all down, found out it was Hades. Then I panicked because I didn't know a lot about Hades. And then
Right.
I looked up Hades. But then I talked to Curtis, and Curtis said, well, if you have Hades, you have Persephone
Yes.
because
Do you know
they are a
why?
package deal because they're
They
married,
are.
right?
Well, it's
Yeah,
more than that. They're the same
more than
thing
that.
from different angles.
Yeah,
Um,
light and dark.
Hades collects the souls. Persephone is the possibility of new life. So
Mhm.
they're just different aspects of the same
Yeah,
thing. So I
but they're
love that.
balanced.
They are
It's balanced
balanced.
again, and there it is.
My
So,
balance comes with Hecate and Hermes. That's my balance. That's the way I
mhm,
see it. Not all witches deal with balance. All right.
right.
Um, so there's some witches that deal with one deity. There's some witches that deal with no deities. It's
Right.
a personal thing. For
Mhm.
me, balance is everything. I have to have that balance, or my spells won't work. Now, um, our next card is the Strength card. Where do you find your strength? What do you think of in rough times?
Um, that's a really tough question. What do I think of in rough times? Um, the person that I know that my mom wanted me to be, I guess.
Uh, so
She
is
didn't
it
raise me to be weak.
Mama didn't raise no punk bitches? Sorry, you guys.
No,
If you
no.
haven't figured it out by now, people, I've got a foul mouth, and that's just the way it's going to be. I
Yeah,
love that.
yeah.
Madrina is Spanish and Italian for yes. Selena named Miss Di Madrina, the godmother.
Mhm.
Hmm.
And she is a godmother to all.
She is. She takes care of all of us. Um, you do have a quiet strength about you. Is that why you named your channel Lulu the Quiet Flame?
I didn't name my channel.
Who named your channel? Judy?
I called
I
my
was
channel.
expecting to be fired. All right, what?
Mm-mm. I called my channel Opal Empress Tarot, and I was
Mm-hmm.
that
I
for a
remember.
while.
Yeah.
And then one day I was working, and because Donna Marie and I work together, and I sent her a message on Teams, and I said to her, you know what, my channel name just isn't resonating with me. Like it's just not. But I felt most drawn to the Empress card as personality wise toward myself, and that's what I wanted to be. And Opal is my birthstone, and it all made sense. And we were bantering around names, and all of a sudden, a voice um, said the quiet flame. And I messaged it to her and I said, what about messages from the quiet flame? And she messaged back and she said, whoever told you to put that down is bang on. Don't change it. That's your name.
I
So
love
it
it.
it was spiritual. It was given to me. I didn't choose it, but man, do I love it. I love that name.
Mm,
So
I say you were offered it. It was your
yeah,
choice to step into it or not.
to take
Um,
it.
to
Yeah.
take it. Yeah. Will you take up the mantle of the quiet flame?
Yeah. Yeah, with the fire.
What does that name mean to you?
You're right. People underestimate me a lot. They mistake my kindness for weakness. They mistake my quietness for sometimes being snobby. I was always called a snob in high school. It wasn't that I was snobby. I'm an observer. I figure people out. I can know without talking to someone whether or not we're going to be friends. I just know.
Yeah.
And I just didn't put myself out in situations like that. So it resonates a lot with who I am.
Yeah, Nate, she is the madrina. Um,
Mhm.
People underestimate other people a lot, and I've
Mhm.
always been proud of myself. I never underestimate anybody. Never think from physical appearances that you know somebody. Never think that just because you've talked to them for 5 minutes, you know them.
Yeah, right.
Um, yeah, I love the image of the quiet flame because fire gives light, insight,
Mhm.
it can guide, but you fuck around with it, it's gonna burn your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. When you unleash fire, it's a wildfire. So
That's right.
people need to understand that before they
Yeah.
you fuck around and play stupid games, you're gonna win stupid prizes, people. Um,
Right.
our next card is this little bad boy, the Hermit, who
Mhm.
is associated with Virgo energy. Looking back at your life, what are you most proud of? What are you most impressed with about yourself?
Oh, come on.
Uh,
Um,
Come on, Canadian, let me hear it.
you should know Canadians are not boastful people.
I know, that's why I asked.
Um, oh my God, Meg can answer this better than me.
Now, if you were American,
Um,
I'd be like, well, shit, this, that.
I would
Ooh,
say what I'm most proud of is that I haven't let the traumas that I've gone through deter me from being me, or and I haven't weakened to like substance abuse problems. Um,
now,
I
if you
just
have gone into substance abuse problems, people, no shame. I
no, there's
was
no
an
shame in
addict
it.
forever. Yeah.
And
Um,
I loved an addict for, and I work with addicts. I mean,
yeah.
I have so much compassion for the battle that is like waged within a person when they're going through that. But
Whoa.
um, there's just it's just the fact that I'm still standing and I still smile
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
every day. Yeah.
You didn't get that. I'm still standing. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
exactly.
um, I love that. Never let your future be defined by your past.
Nope.
I heard that somewhere on a YouTube channel.
I wonder
Um,
where.
I wonder where. I love. Would you say that you take the past and you change it and make it something better for your future?
Oh, can't really change death. Uh, but yeah, it makes me appreciate life very much. And where, when you're young, you just think you're infallible and you don't take 5 minutes to appreciate that sunrise, you know, everything is noticed now because having the losses that I've had, I know how fallible life is. And how much you need to appreciate those around you and either say or demonstrate to the people in your life how much you friggin' love them.
Absolutely.
Like,
Never ever think you have more time, people. Always
no.
take the time to let
Yeah.
somebody know how important they are. Um, yeah, I was
Because
gonna
it
go
may
off
not be
on a rant
you.
right there.
It may be them. You
Yeah.
know, you
It's
just
not
don't
me,
know.
it's you. Next up, we have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is expansion, it's Jupiter energy, it's growth.
Mhm.
Um, are you currently in a phase of good luck or bad luck, do you think?
I don't believe in luck at all.
Okay,
Um,
positive opportunity or dwindling opportunity?
positive, positive changes and growth. That's where I'm at right now. Yeah, I'm not a believer of good luck or bad luck. I mean, my mom always used to say if it weren't for bad luck, we'd have none. Because our whole lives, if something could go wrong, it's definitely gone wrong. But now I just choose to look at it as positives and negatives are just as learning as positives are. So that's all you can do.
Yeah, the wheel can turn either way, my peeps.
Hmm.
In a positive way, it's opportunity coming to you. In a negative way, not so much. It could be
Yeah.
opportunity going out. Um,
Yeah.
I love that. And I love the fact that you take what's happened to you and you learn from it.
Hmm.
I try not to run into the same wall twice, but it's
No,
happened. It's happened a lot.
I take
Um,
that expression very seriously that, the definition of insanity. Try not to do the same thing twice.
yeah. So there's another question there. I may come back to the Wheel of Fortune. Something's missing there.
Okay.
Our next card up is the Justice card. Justice is about balance. When you
Hmm.
feel out of sorts, when you feel all fuckered up, as my mom says, when you're feeling all fuckered up, how do you find that balance again? What do you do? Do you run away and hide and meditate, or do you do the Rambo thing and
Yeah, I power through. That's what I do. Yeah. And if
why do
shit's
you do
really
that?
bad, I will pick up my guitar, shut my bedroom door, and sing my face off for like an
Something I
hour.
didn't know about you. You play guitar? Tell me
Hmm.
more about that, please.
I just taught myself how to play. I've always been musically inclined. I taught myself to play piano,
See,
how to
you
play the
say
organ.
you taught yourself to play guitar, and I know a lot of people are thinking, "Dun, ti, ti, ti," but the first thought I have was you on stage going, that's the
No,
first thought I have when you say guitar.
no, my style's more like
Megan backs you up on that. 100.
Jewel and country. I do some Janis Joplin, do a lot of
Right.
that, but yeah.
I can't play an instrument. I have bongo drums that I got
Mhm.
to learn, and I'm actually going to talk my friend Justice. Justice is his name, um, and I giggle because that's Libra. Um, Justice is going to come, and I'm going to talk to him about writing a song with me and performing it. He's a pagan musician,
Cool.
so yeah, I
Mhm.
have a lot of plans for the future. I do.
I
My
wanna learn to
problem is,
fiddle.
no, I couldn't do
I
that
do. I
for a
wanna learn
couple
to
of
fiddle.
reasons.
Be
Number
fun.
one, I don't want that sound right here in my ear. No. Although
An
Charlie
earplug.
Daniels is a kick-ass musician. Um,
Yeah.
Next up, we have the Hanged Man. Do you find it difficult to see things from another perspective?
I feel like that's one of my gifts. I can have my view of it, but I can flip to see somebody else's view quite doesn't mean I agree with it,
Right.
but we all have our own view. And I can understand how
What? Ah, you bitch! You can't say you're wrong though.
it's awesome. No, yeah. So other people's opinions, I can take them. I can see what they're doing, but I think that's just a I think it's a positive of being a Libra, really, is that you can have that very fair mind. That's why most Libras are like judges and lawyers, and because you can take in both sides
I
of a
was raised
situation.
by a Libra, and that
I
is
had
why
two.
balance is so important to me because we could not leave the house until you told her who, what, why, when, where, and how.
Yeah.
She was a single mother, so
Mhm.
we had to get all that information to her. If we didn't have that, don't even approach her. End of story.
Yeah. My
Um,
parents were the same, but I had two. I had two Libra parents. My dad
dang.
was September 28th. My mom was October 13th.
Megan
And
says that's one of your superpowers.
it's also, and Meg can attest to the fact that if you ask me too many pointed questions about like what I'm doing, I start to get very curt.
Is that
Short,
what? Am
like,
I asking too many questions?
yeah, it's no, 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 not in this type of, but it's like, what did you do
She's like,
yesterday?
yeah.
Oh yeah, how was that? What are you doing? What'd you do? Did you get anything? Did you do this? I start to shut down because it's like I'm not
Yeah.
12 years old anymore. I don't have to answer all of these questions. I'll share with you what I want to share. If
Um,
something was exciting, I'll tell you.
I like small talk. My husband does not. I try to small talk
Yeah.
the shit out of him, and we've come to an agreement over the years. We've been together 26, 27 years. Um, now I talk and he ignores. So it works out really
Mhm.
well.
I like
And
small talk. I just don't like an inquisition
oh, I love small talk.
about my
I
day.
will um I know he doesn't listen a lot of the time, but it's okay. I'm usually not saying anything really important.
Yeah.
So the hanged man, you seeing things from new perspectives. I love that. Now I want to ask you
Mhm.
before we move on from the hanged man about your strongest type of psychic gifts. Um, what would you say is your strongest tool in your box?
That I'm comfortable relying on? Definitely
Mm,
my intuition at this time.
I love it.
I never second guess my intuition, ever. I don't think I have ever stepped outside of it, you know? Actually, I did once. My mom really wanted me to go on this date when I was like 18. This lovely boy at the bank. He's so nice. So we go, and I drove over to his place, and
I
then we
thought you were
took
gonna say you
his
drove over
vehicle to
him.
a pub. No,
Uh-huh.
should have. We drove out to the pub, and he proceeded to get absolutely shittered and then wouldn't give me his keys. He thought I was going to get in his car and go back to his place with him 3 sheets to the wind.
Uh-huh.
So I called my mom and I was like, Mom, I'm in Sydney with this guy from the bank, and he is completely shittered, and I have no way to get back to his house for my car. He will not give me his keys. So this is in the days before e-transfers and that kind of stuff. So she had to drive down to the bank, put extra money in my bank to get a cab from the pub back to his house because he would not give me his keys. And
Right.
that's the one time I listened to my or didn't listen to my intuition about going on this date or not taking my own vehicle. As that's where the hitch was. I was going to take my own vehicle, and he insisted, no, 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 no. So yeah, I never second guessed my intuition after that day.
Good.
Just went with my gut.
Anytime I've gone against my intuition, it's never turned out well.
No, it just
Never.
doesn't. Mm-mm.
And at that point, um, I don't get upset anymore, beat myself up. I'm more like, yep, knew that was coming.
Why didn't I listen to myself? I know.
Yeah. So the death card. Normally, my question is, how do you handle change? But I think you kind of said that. What does the death card mean to you? Let's put it that way.
Um, New beginnings, maybe. I know that's the tower for me also, but it's also for me, it's like for myself personally, the death card is death. It is absolutely death because death has changed my life irrevocably from a very young age. And when I see that, I guess it's also a freedom for some that have passed because they've been released from struggle or strife or illness. But yeah, for me it is absolutely death for me personally. Not for, when I'm doing readings, it comes in differently, messages come
Right.
in, but
I
yeah.
don't see death as a negative. Well, it's not always positive. Let's put it that way. It's opportunity for me. It's
Mhm.
wiping off the table and starting from
Yeah.
scratch. Um, there's a lot of cards in the major arcana that bring change.
Yeah.
The Chariot brings change, new areas. The Death card is a
Mhm.
change. The Wheel
Change.
of Fortune is a change. The Tower is a change.
Change.
This card here, um, to me, is sudden, expected, painful, emotional change. You know,
That's yeah. Yeah.
like a scorpion sting. Um,
Yep. That's exactly it. That's why I guess I just think of death as that sums it up.
This is an emotional change. The tower is an angry change. I never really thought about that in depth before, but yeah,
Mhm.
it's a type
Yeah.
of change.
Yeah.
Just so now that this has happened, now that the death situation has happened, the change has happened to you, how do you move on with the healing from there?
Start listening to my gifts and open up and realize that, death isn't a wall. It's not a total end. There is space in the in between. There is communication, right? It's
Mm,
there. That's part of what helped me start to open up was my dad came and talked to me after he passed. And it was a profound change for me. And that's what helps is knowing that they're there, right?
yeah. I had, when my dad died, um, it was rough for me because I thought I hated him.
Mm,
And I was angry, but not at him for dying. I was angry at myself for being angry and hurting. And it was just a big clusterfuck of emotion. Um,
right?
I wanted to throw out everything that reminded me of my dad, and my husband stopped me. Um, and I'm glad he did.
Yeah.
Healing takes time. Would you say you allow yourself time to heal properly from
I'm still
things?
healing. I'm still healing. Like, um, it's a long road, and honestly, they say time heals all wounds. I say bullshit. Time just lets you learn to deal with
Yeah,
it. It doesn't get easier. My mom
perfect,
died in
perfect way.
2013, and I mean, I will never forget it. I will never forget her. I will never forget the pain of that day. There's nothing I will ever forget,
Right.
and it doesn't make it easier. Time doesn't make it any easier. Sometimes something really cool happens and the first person I want to tell is my mom, and she's been
Yeah.
gone 13 years. So,
Eh, when something good happens, I tell my husband first because I'm so excited. But if it's
Mhm,
witchy, tarot, or anything magical related, I pick up the phone and I call Selena or Joey. Something
mhm.
good happened to me today, and I was like, Lulu, I gotta call Selena real quick.
Yeah,
Somebody asked me to take part in something very cool. One
right.
of my author guests, and I got very excited. So, um, more on that later. I don't want to jinx it. So let's talk um, addiction for a second. You were
Mhm,
saying that you've been in a relationship with somebody who had an addictive personality. Would
mhm.
what is the hardest thing you personally ever had to break free of?
For me,
Yeah,
him.
him. That's what I thought you might
And
say.
even then, I wasn't successful because he was still my best friend. And anytime he got in trouble, I would be there. I would help, in whatever way I could. So,
Yeah, I used to be him, to tell you the
mhm.
truth. I used to be that person who relied on
Yeah,
somebody else, a very specific person, my ex. And even long after we were broken up, I relied on him. If I needed something, I'd call him. If I did.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and I finally told him, I'm leaving town. If I stay here, nothing's going to change because you're always going to bail me out. Um,
I did that a couple times.
yeah,
He would just follow.
yeah. Uh, it nothing changed until I realized, yeah,
Mhm.
I'm always going to have a safety net. I need to be somewhere where I'm either going to smash or come back from it. So smash.
Mhm.
Um, and I did. I moved out to the desert, and
Yeah.
it worked out for me. Um,
Mhm.
outside of him, has there ever been any other addictions or bad habits?
I used to smoke
I think we all used to
for
smoke.
about,
Girl, I miss cigarettes
uh,
so bad.
I don't know, I smoked for about maybe 5 or 7 years.
I smoked way longer than that. I was a bartender, and I
Yeah, well,
smoked pretty heavy. And then they stopped smoking in bars, and I still smoked. Uh,
and, I'm very I don't know, I'm very strong-minded. I used to smoke weed, and then I started to get heart palpitations when I would smoke. So I just said, "I'm not smoking anymore," and I didn't. Same with cigarettes. I decided one day, "These things stink, I don't wanna do it, they're getting expensive." They went up to, like, 6.25 a pack or something, and I was like, "That's ridiculous." And I just stopped smoking. I
we are
just if
most
I choose to
absolutely
not,
not.
I just stop. So
I have trouble doing that. I cannot like have something on the table and me not touch it. I've got an addiction to a lot of things. I know that.
mm,
And
yeah.
no 3M, we are not dating. I'm what you
Bobby's
call
married,
I'm
and I'm
married.
not his type.
Yeah, I'm a big mo when you come right down to it. Um, yeah, I like my
Mm.
my my women to have a penis. Um, just kidding.
Can't help you there.
Uh, Lulu, the Quiet Flame, has her channel, you guys. So if one of the mods can put her link up, I want to make sure everybody subscribes to her channel. Um,
Mhm. That would
so
be awesome. Now that you finally did, Bobby.
I know. You know what? You're not the only one. It was Amber, Psychopomp the Void,
I love
somebody
that
else.
name.
I'm looking. Yeah, I do too. I'm gonna have to go through to all the people that I thought I was subscribed to because I don't know why I have such a problem with my memory. Uh,
Right?
I'll figure it out someday. I don't know.
Someday.
Someday. So the tower is about
Mhm.
sudden destruction.
It's my
We
life.
talked about a lot of change, a lot of trauma for you.
Mhm.
The Tower card is a card of shit happening all at once, like, oh, fuck energy. But it's also associated with surgery, surgical cuts, cutting something out of your life. I don't know why I keep centering around addiction, cutting something out of your life. Um, I'm trying to not turn this into a reading for you. No. Um, if at this precise moment
Yeah.
something went totally sideways and you were all alone, what would you do?
What I'm doing right now, because that is what has happened to me.
Really? I'm so sorry.
So I've built up the community that I have of my immediate core family. I only have my brother left, one brother. So that's why the tower is my favorite card
That's
because
Joey's favorite card too.
um,
Yeah.
my life has repeatedly, when I build it back up, it's been blown to shit again and again and again. And I also think that's part of the reason why I stay single. Because if you're single, you don't have that person to lose. So,
Yeah, but you can't live like that. You can't
you know,
live with the fear of losing something, so you're never gonna
it's I
have it in
don't
your
I don't
life.
consider it a fear. I just consider it that
A reality.
you'd have to be yeah, you'd have to be a pretty spectacular freaking human to make me step out of the happiness that I've built for myself, right? And and
Mm.
and pull somebody into it because I'm very happy with the way my life is. I like having no one to answer to. I like having great friends that I can rely on if I need a hand or someone to talk to, you know? I'm discovering who I am. Like, what, 4 months ago, if you held a camera up in front of me, I'd be the one doing this.
Yeah.
And now I'm freaking talking on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok and not anymore. TikTok sucks. Um,
I've stopped TikTok too. I was never
oh,
good
the
at
people
TikTok.
are so aggressive and rude.
Yeah.
I can't deal with them.
I
Um,
might go back to TikTok, but right now I cut a lot of shit out of
yeah,
my life because I need to focus on things and build up again
yeah.
because of change. Yeah.
I think I'm just at a maturity on my life path where I don't need someone in my life. So if I'm going to want someone to be there, they have to improve my life, like add to it in a positive and comfortable way, not take from it. That's a fine balance, right?
Reciprocity. It's
Mhm.
another big word that goes along with balance.
Balance.
Yeah. Have you ever looked into the Hermetic principles, the seven Hermetic principles? Girlfriend, check it out. You're gonna love it. I guarantee it. You're gonna be like, ah, all right. And it's just seven two-word things, and it's all about balance and alchemy. Think of Hermes Caduceus, two
Okay.
things. All right. Um, you guys check it out as well. Now, our next card is the star card. You like my big ass cards, by the way, people? Look at how
I
big these are.
do. I
Um,
also like I also like Madrina's comment because that is absolutely accurate.
what'd
I
she say?
actually really she said just because you are alone or one is alone does not mean that you are lonely.
Yep.
It's you're not. Like I'm not. I can say with 1,000% honesty, I am not lonely. My life is full and happy. And that scares me because every time I'm happy. Somebody blows
Waiting
up
for
my
the other
damn
shoe to
tower.
drop. Yeah. Um,
So,
I stopped trying to build a tower. I just realized I live in a liminal space. I live in the space of change.
mhm,
That's it's something I have accepted about myself. Um,
yeah,
and what you said about not being seen, about being the person that always said that was me forever. I did not like.
yeah,
I was very overweight. Um, I if you took a picture of me in the past before I met my husband, it was probably with me holding a meth pipe or something like that. Um, it was what I called proof. Okay, I'm Gen X. If
right.
we
Me
avoided
too,
pictures like a motherfucker, okay, that could be used against you in a court of law. So
right?
for me
Don't know how
to
these kids today do it. Like every
no,
damn thing, every mistake you make. Like if my mom had seen me standing on the top of my friend's Hyundai Pony, driving down the road surfing, she'd have
right,
killed me.
uh,
Today, that would be videotaped and it would be blasted everywhere and you would be so busted. I am so glad to be a Gen Xer.
I am impressed to be a
No
Gen
evidence.
Xer.
No
None.
evidence of stupidity. None.
The
Except
last
scars.
picture I got from the 90s or came across was just that me holding a glass pipe, and I weighed like 125 pounds at the time. Um,
Oh my goodness.
Rip that shit up. No more proof. Sorry, suckers. Meh.
Right?
Um, Lulu, our next card is the
Yes.
Moon card.
Ooh, okay.
Now, the Moon card is feminine power to me. It's like the
Mhm.
High Priestess. Why? Because the High
Intuition.
Priestess is associated with the Moon, whereas the
Mhm.
Moon is associated with Pisces. It's very convoluted. Um, what I'm seeing here in this card, the question to ask you is um, how do you see your gifts emerging and developing? How do you see which direction do you find they are tending to lean towards at this point?
That they're going in or that I want them to go in? Because that's a
They're
big
going in.
difference.
That's why I say them going in this direction.
Um, well, they're going slow in the direction that I'm hoping they go, which is into mediumship. Full-blown mediumship is where they are
Mm.
heading, as far as I know. I do have some clairs. I don't talk a lot about them, but I do have smell, taste, um, just the knowing, the clairvoyance, and
Clairsentience.
yeah, clairsentience, those things. So clairs are opening up one at a time, and it's like I seem to get those for about 6 or 7 months, and then something else pops up. And it's like,
Mhm. Well,
yeah,
it's like conversations. When one thing enters your life, that just opens the door for something else to open. With that,
I'll
just
see
opens the door
something.
for. Yeah. So I get it. I get exactly what you're saying. Um, would you say that you recognize new directions for your abilities right away, or does it take a while for it to click?
I think there that lingering, that self-doubt, that we all suffer with. Um, it's very easy to get lost in there, you know? It's very easy to question yourself.
Yeah.
Um, so I have a hard time with surrendering, um, feeling powerless, and, so that's something that I'm always working on because I think if I was able to just completely surrender to it, let go, even though I try, I don't think I ever fully let go, and it gets in the way. So
I love it.
it's a lot to it's a lot to process, and I just sort of When something new comes in, I notice it, especially if it's taste or smell.
Uh-oh. She froze. Um, she'll be back in a sec. This happened earlier backstage.
There we
While
go.
she does that, there she
Um,
is.
yeah, when you know, you're going to sleep and suddenly,
You missed that
you
that
know,
last part you froze on. It's suddenly when you go to sleep, what?
and you smell someone cooking bacon,
Oh
and
my
you're like,
gosh. Yeah,
and
the smelling.
nobody's making bacon. There's no
Here's
bacon
the
in the
thing.
fridge.
People. I have smelled people out of nowhere where I'm alone,
Yeah.
and then I'll be out somewhere and catch their scent, and I'll turn around and it's somebody that I need to know or somebody that I was thinking
Mhm.
about. Yeah, so the smell thing does happen, not often. Um,
Mm,
hearing used to scare me when I'd hear words. It's very rare that I do that now, but first
mhm.
time I did it, Ed looked like a cartoon going "Whoa!" running out of the
Yeah,
room.
right?
I mean, literally, I did. So yeah, there was that. But I
That's
didn't
funny.
expect it. I was in a closet cleaning up. We had just
Oh,
painted,
of course.
and I had my head in and down, and I heard, and I went.
Yeah, I would do
it
the
was
same thing.
it was
Actually, my
energy
friend
I didn't recognize.
Meg
It
and I were
was
just
funny as
talking
fuck.
about this today. Her sister is also Meg and her sister are both extremely sensitive. And her sister, we were talking last night on the show, and she has an entity in her home that hisses at her.
Oh no!
And I said to Meg, like, she was so calm about it. Her sister, you know, she's like, "Oh, I want to know what this is. It hisses at me from the corner of my room." And all I'm thinking of is, bitch, run. We joke about this because I'm like, we joke, and in horror movie terms, Meg would be murdered in 2 seconds,
Right?
and I would be fine because my ass would be out the door
Holding a
formulating a
thing of
plan of how
salt.
to deal. Yeah, I think figuring out how to deal, and the way I figured this out, this is funny as hell. So I now live in the house that my parents lived in. Both
Mm,
are passed. So I was here for about 3 days and we had a really big windstorm. And I was in the kitchen, I think, or I was in my room. I was in my room, which was my mom's room. And all of a sudden, there was this really loud, like bang, 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 bang. Well, this cat straight out the hall, cleared all 5 stairs to the front door and straight outside. I was gone. Poof.
right?
Like that kind of knocking, that kind of banging in a house where someone has passed away, right? It's like, I know my mom wouldn't scare me like that, but like that scares the crap out of you. Then I'm standing outside and I can still hear it. And I realize the sky light is loose. And when the wind hits it on a certain angle,
Doesn't
it
matter at all.
actually it actually shudders in the frame, and that's the sound, right? But
I'll
the
figure
fact
that out
is,
afterwards.
I left to figure that out, and I
Right?
left quickly. I didn't even take my phone. I was gone like a shot. So you can bet your ass if I was asleep at 3 o'clock in the morning and I wake up and I
Okay.
hear
Get that
hissing.
bitch out of my room, please. Aiden, get him
Oh,
out and delete his comments.
oh my goodness.
You fucking little piece of shit. I've got your name now. I'm not the gentle kind of witch that the rest of these people are. I will find you in your sleep. Get out of here.
Oh, see, that's the 3 o'clock in the morning that I'm afraid of, is the thing that finds me in my sleep.
Mm-mm. I'm not that gentle, light working witch. You enter my space, I will fuck you up. Um,
Probably an unfriendly cat. No, it wasn't a cat. We actually traced what it is. We know what it is.
yeah.
And
I'd
um
rather be safe than sorry. If I'm hearing
like get
something
out.
banging, I'll figure it out after the fact. But for
Yeah,
now, what
get
I
out.
heard was a noise.
Figure out what it is and then go forward. Like,
Right.
I'm not going to sit there and wait for some sort of psychic attack. Oh,
Ugh. All right. So, yeah, those things. What are you afraid of? Let's start there. What are you afraid of before I move on?
clowns.
Really?
Terrified of
Clowns? Like real
terrified of
clowns or
fucking
movie
clowns.
clowns?
All clowns.
You're like, duh, all clowns?
No, no, just no. Um, I don't think I've ever gone to a circus. Um, no, no.
I'm not
I
gonna
just,
I'm not gonna knock you on the clown thing because I'm scared of zombies. Halloween
I
time
know.
is terrible for me. If people are dressed as zombies, I will lose my shit. Yeah, I know it's a costume. It doesn't fucking matter. I'm that
Yeah.
scared of them. I've jumped off of balconies to get away from zombies. I've left my
Oh,
gas running in my car, the gas pump to get away from zombies. I don't like them.
yeah.
I'm scared of them. I admit it. But
I,
now that I'm working with death more over the past few
mhm.
years, it's different.
I feel like I I I know there must be some type of a like an akashic experience for me. There's a past life experience where, it's just I have always mistrusted clowns. I just feel like if I don't know, they just make me uneasy. They just make me really I swear I must have been abducted and murdered by a circus clown in a past life because it is a primal and deep reaction. I don't do clowns.
So, what did you think of the movie It?
Loved it, but couldn't look at the clown.
See, I didn't like it, but I love the clown.
I love horror movies. I love horror movies. Like one of my favorites is that whole series of oh my God, now it just went out of my head. Typical.
Final
Where they
Destination.
see the death before it happens.
Final Destination.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those
Love
are
that
awesome
movie.
movies.
Brings a whole new thing to like every time I hear roller
Roller
coaster.
coaster. Yeah, if I
Yeah,
see one of
every
the
time I hear
trucks
that.
with the little logs in the back, I'm like, nope.
Little logs, those things fly by my house at
Yeah,
110 every day, all summer
yeah.
long. They're massive.
Nope.
Yeah.
I've tried to watch zombie movies by myself, and I'm like, okay, today I'm gonna, and I'm not talking long time ago, I'm talking weeks. I put
Mhm.
a zombie movie, I'm like, I'm gonna watch it. I got this, no problem. I'm working on my stuff, have the first zombie shows up, I'm like, nope, click. And that was it.
Yet, that
See you later,
zombie
Madrina.
series on TV, that
Oh,
one,
never saw it.
months, like years after it ended, the first one, I ended up watching it because my brother was always raving about it. I freaking love that movie or
Nope.
that series. Love it.
The
It's
very first episode, I can tell you what it was. They had this little zombie lady crawling out from under a car, I think it was, and I
Dawn of the
saw
Dead,
her. No, it was The Walking Dead, the very
The
first
Walking Dead.
episode,
I saw that. Yeah.
and I was like, nope, click, no, no, this is not going to happen. So let's move on to the creepy baby. We've got the
Oh,
sun cards. What brings you the most joy?
mm, animals. Animals always make me happy. It doesn't matter whether it's a cat, a mouse, a cow.
Cow.
I love cows, Highland cows. I love cows. Um,
So do I. Hecate has a title called Bupis, which is
right?
cow-eyed. Yeah.
Um, no. Uh, Animals do make me happy, but what makes me the happiest is the people in my life. Yeah. The
That's
trust, the
good.
friendship, all of that. Because I've learned to respect those connections through death so much more than I ever did. Not that I didn't respect them, but when you start having everybody pass away on you,
Yeah.
the connections become so much deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want people in my life who are going to be temporary. I won't. I
Mm-mm.
don't. I don't like it. If you're
But
in my
you learn
life,
from
you're in
temporary
my
people,
life.
right?
And
Sometimes
to get,
people are meant to be,
yeah, there are.
right?
Somebody recently I had to cut out of my life. And I was like,
Hi, Mona.
unfortunately, hey, Mona. Um, at first I was like, why did I ever let them into my life? And then I thought, well, there were a lot of good times. I needed to learn
Yeah.
certain lessons with them. It
Yeah.
may not have worked
Yeah.
out in the end, but you know, um, I love that you recognize people each bring a new lesson into our lives. That's why I
Hmm.
do this series. Everybody has a story, everybody has an outlook. Your story is going to be a guiding light for other people. Um,
Hmm.
did I? Oh, they're out of order. Son of a gun. I didn't.
What?
Did
We
I
were at the
ask
sun.
this the sun, the moon, and the stars the order it should have gone in? Um, it was my question was going to lead into the star. Who has been
Okay.
your guiding light? Was it your
Who?
your your mom, your grandmom? Um,
My mom. So we were the only generation that was in Canada. Everybody else is in the United Kingdom. So I didn't have my grandparents super close to me
mhm.
um, in
Where
my
in the
life.
United Kingdom?
Yeah.
Where?
So I would go in the summers. It was my parents' way of making sure that I wasn't running around like a hooligan getting in trouble. They would send me
Hooligan.
to England. Heard that word a few times growing up. Um, so yeah, I spent a lot of time in England. I still try to go back because all my cousins, all my, you know, most everyone is
What
there.
part?
So the south of England, Christchurch, Dorset, Bournemouth area.
Christchurch is an actual name? Really?
Christchurch, yeah.
I want to go
You
to
should look up the
Liverpool.
Christchurch Cathedral. The Christchurch Cathedral is where my parents got married, and
Really?
it is absolutely stunning. The stained glass in there, it will blow your mind. It is just beautiful, and
I
it's huge.
really want to visit my friends in London. I've got Chris and
Mhm.
Ken and a couple other
Mhm.
people I would really love to see, and I'm going to go out there next time you go. What? That's why I was asking what part. Maybe we could like fly together. That'd be awesome.
Well, you're still gonna land at Heathrow, so no matter what, if you're on the same flight, you're gonna be
I
landing in the
know
same place.
nothing about direction. Um, I can
Well,
guarantee I'm going to be high when I get on the plane and sleep through the whole thing. That's it.
I
Now,
can't. I'm one of those people that watches like 4 movies and then just hits the ground running. People around me are like, "I need to go to sleep." I'm like, "Let's go."
sleep is overrated. Um,
Yeah.
Next, we have the judgment card. This is the call to action. I need to know the answer to this, and I'm leery about asking it. Um, why did you start your channel, Lulu?
Because I was called to. Literally. That's all it like, it was like a switch. It wasn't I'm gonna sit here and think about this. I'm gonna practice for 2 years. I literally, like, 4 months ago, somewhere, wherever my first video is, I was like, "I'm just gonna go live, start doing readings." Boom, and I did. So and I started on TikTok
I love the recognition
because
that you're like, I got to do this. Yeah.
I it was like it wasn't even me. Like, for me to sit and go live, I don't even like doing selfies. I don't like my picture taken, right? It's like I joke that I used to be like one of those Aboriginal tribesmen that thought that the camera would steal your soul. That's my aversion to cameras. And now it's like spirit just gave me this inner peace. and basically is like, you've got something to share. So just get in gear, realize this is what you're meant to do, and start doing it.
Was it scary?
Um, that's the thing. It like a calmness came over me that I didn't even know I had. So I just started recording. And then Gigi asked me if I wanted to come on live. And now it's a thing.
Yeah, I never get asked to go on your channel, but that's okay. I get it. I'm just Bobby. Um,
You
no
have a
problem.
standing invite.
No problem. It's okay. I know. I'm not bothered. I know. So I kind of did push my way onto your channel. I was like, um,
We talked about this. If
yeah.
you like, it's one of those things, right? Like, so I have been watching you for how long and learning from you for how long? And it's like, when Gigi mentioned that you had been on with us, I was like, oh, we should get Bobby to come on with us. Cause it's like, I kind of look at you like tarot royalty. It's like, you don't ask Leonardo DiCaprio to come over for dinner. You
That's
don't just
silly.
call
I
him up
love
and say,
the association, but no,
it's like, you
that's why I
don't
say.
know, because you never know. It's like you have like so many followers
That's
and
why
you
I
have so
tell
much
people you never know
experience,
until you try. Ask. I
right?
was just asked
I was a
by
nobody. So
one of my guests, one of my author guests, who's put out several books, asked me if I
yeah.
would take part in a class they're giving um, to teach with them. So
Nice.
I get 20 minutes. Yes. Ugh, there's that.
Yeah.
No, I get you're afraid to ask people. There's somebody I've been wanting to ask, and I'm afraid they'll say no. You don't ask royalty less. So I get what you're saying, but I'm going to.
Right? It's
Um,
just like you're kind of a nobody, right? You're just a person in chat and you've been there for a while and you don't know how much you know, you don't know how well they read, you haven't really seen them. So when you feel like you have no like proof of experience, like proof of life to offer, it's like I'm gonna ask this person who's like super tarot royalty to come on my, they're gonna be like, I don't even know who you are aside from this girl in my chat.
no, I got over asking the fear of asking people when I decided the format I wanted to do for my show.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um, I wanted to ask a lot of people on an interview and find out the connecting things, what joins all these different people together.
Mhm.
um, Everybody has a story. And when you hear their stories, parts of them relate to you, and you're like, oh, I've been through that. Or, why are we live streaming this? Oh, because you're a bitch and have nightmares, and they're going to be from me. Bye bye. Um,
I love how you talk to them first.
no, I want them to know why they're having these bad dreams. I want them to
Yeah.
understand why they're unable to think clearly.
Mhm.
It's because you fucked up and crossed my boundary. Now you've given me permission to fuck with you. Um, and it's not all that difficult for me because that was how I started out my magic, was with curses and hexes. Um, I have no problem doing it. I don't do it willy-nilly until you brought your ass into my studio. No. And you broke the contract. Now you must pay the price. Um, a lot of people like, Bobby, you shouldn't do that. I'm like, fuck that.
I know my friend said to me the other day, like, how do you feel when people come on and they're like a hater? And I'm like, I don't know. I just like, hey, look, I made it.
Well, that troll that came in right
You get a
now, he's
hater?
probably the same troll that was here earlier. They'll
Yeah.
dip out, put on another face, and come back in.
Yeah.
Chances
You
are
get
he'll
a
be
hater,
back with
you've made
another
it. That's
face.
it. Right?
Um,
I feel
car
I feel
troubles, bad dreams. Yeah,
I
it's
feel
coming for you.
empathy for people like that. I'm just like, what is it about you that is so
Well,
unhappy?
then consider this a learning moment that is helping them on their path.
Right.
So, um, yeah, I used to get all worked up over it. Now I'm like, nah,
I don't.
Put your name on the list. Fine. Um, Lulu, where do you see everything leading you? Where do you see yourself turning up in the future? I see you
Um,
as the way you're looking at me is the way I see you being for other people. I see you being that guiding light, calling people to be themselves, to initiate something. That's how I view you. Hi, Hinda.
well, if that happens, that would be lovely. Um, right now I'm just focusing on like every day and learning more, and I'm pretty honest about my limitations when people ask questions that are directly related to like, does my mom have a message for me? And they're looking for a mediumship. I'm not comfortable enough to start doing those readings on other people.
Right?
So I'm practicing. So um I tend to be extremely honest and try to be as sensitive to people as I can with messages, especially because sometimes messages suck.
Hmm.
Um, but I don't sugarcoat, and I'm not going to lie or twist the cards or make them something different. The message that comes into my head when I recognize them on the card is the message that you're going to receive.
Right.
And I just hope to have people trust me, and feedback is great from people when they get readings and how it resonates, or sometimes it doesn't
Right.
resonate at all, but it does a month later. So
When I was young, when I was just a little boy.
it's a
Um,
boy.
that's how old we are, girlfriend. um, I would have visions that confused me, that for years and years and years I didn't understand. Well, those visions are coming true now. Um,
Mhm.
and I'm realizing I'm on track. I'm back on track. Everything I went through where I thought my life was off the rails, no, it wasn't. It was foundation. It was
Mhm.
learning material. It was the school of hard knocks. Um,
Mhm.
I think that if I would have had somebody like you in my life pointing the way, it would have made things a lot easier to deal with. So I want to encourage you to keep being that guiding light for other people, because you've got a lot coming to you, and don't be scared of it. Um,
Yeah. I think it's more so knowing that, because you're not the first person to tell me that I'm going to be that kind of light for people. It feels like a lot of
it
pressure.
is. It does feel that way.
But all I can do is just strive to be me, and what comes to me and how it develops within me and how it's displayed, then that is where I'm meant to go. So,
I'm excited to see where your journey takes you. The last question I like to ask my guests does deal with the world card.
hey, Meg.
Hey, babe.
Meg just got here. She left her house. She
Oh,
came
that's
here.
Meg. Meg. Hey, Meg, stick your
This
face
is
in.
this
There
is
she
Meg.
is. Hi, gorgeous. um,
Yeah, it's cool.
where would you like to travel if you could go anywhere in
Oh,
the
Bora
world?
Bora,
Bora Bora. Tell me
Egypt
why.
and Greece.
Greece. That's my shit right there.
But
Um,
Linda de Gonzalez told me that I was not just an Oracle of Delphi. I was the first Oracle of Delphi. So I really want to go and see where I started this journey. Um, I want to go to Egypt because it has been an insane draw for me since I was a little kid. I used to have pictures of Tutankhamun and Nefertiti and Isis, where kids had like rock stars on their wall. I had Egypt, right? That was, so that's a thing somewhere in my journey.
I had
And
Shelley
Bora
hat. That
Bora,
didn't turn out.
yeah. Bora Bora, I just really need to stay in one of those huts with the glass bottom and look at the little
My
fishies
sister stayed
underneath.
there.
Yeah.
She says they're
I
cool. I
really
couldn't
I
do it.
don't speak a lick of French, like not at all. But I've been to Maui twice, and having a sea turtle swim right by you is the most amazing thing.
Nate says, I trust you. Or on the first few moments in the first time you read for me, quiet flame of sparkly colors, Lulu. You're an awesome gem being
Oh,
and
thank
wonderful
you, Nathan.
soul. Blah, that's my bro. Um, yeah, I would love
Isn't
to
it
go to
weird?
Greece.
It's
Uh,
weird it's weird hearing how others perceive you,
yeah, it
right?
is.
It's
It's uncomfortable.
others perceive things in you that you don't see in yourself. Like, I often hear that I'm incredibly calming to people, and I just know myself as the ADHD squirrel that I am. So, to know that people find me calming, um, I must be doing something right
Yeah,
because I'm very calm. My demeanor is calm, but I'm super ADHD. So I'm like always go, go, go. Like I don't gently fall asleep. People with ADHD know this. You sit down, you're having a conversation, and boom, you're out. Like in the middle of a conversation. When you're tired, you're done. You're done. That's it. You shut down.
right.
Um, and the go, go, go is crazy for me. Like my feet hit the floor at 5 a.m. and I go to bed after 11. Like I'm always on the go. So to hear that I'm calming amazes me. Like,
I I do get uncomfortable when people refer to me as a calming, peaceful presence because I'm a dick when you come right down to it. Um, I am a beautiful electrified fence, beautiful to to be around, but if you touch it or
right?
cross those lines, you're gonna get fucked up. And strangers have found this out. People in my circle have found this out. I have barriers for a reason. Don't test it.
Right.
Um, you will not get a second chance. You've had one warning. That's it. Um,
Mhm.
I'm not going to do that shit you see on cop shows where they're like trying to convince somebody to do something. I would be a bad cop because I'm like, driver's license, please. And they'll say, no, I didn't do anything. I'd be like, bitch, come on. I would be that awful kind of guy. So
I
I'm
think
not
that's why
always
Libras are drawn to justice.
right. I'm a Leo. I'm meant to stand out in a crowd. I'm meant to have fun. I
My
keep the
brother's a
party going.
Leo.
He's probably an awesome, awesome person.
I
Uh,
had my Michael, who's older but was the middle child. He's a Leo, and David, my brother who passed away a couple of years ago, he was a Scorpio. So our core family was Leo, Libra, Scorpio. So,
Leo, me, Libra, mom, Scorpio, grandma. Yeah.
mhm,
Yeah, I get it.
yeah,
My sister, Cancer. My brother, Gemini. So we are all kind of in a row right there. My dad, Virgo.
yeah.
Literally, that whole quadrant down there is my family. Um, I love being with you, Lulu. What do you got coming up?
Monday, Nut House. Tuesday, I'm on with Judy's Healing Fire. Wednesday, Nut House. Friday, Nut House. It's not just Nut House, though, it's Dumpster Fire. So if you want to come on with us, we can send you a link because we get a
Send me
little
the
sassy
link.
on that show.
What time is it?
6.
6.
And we're the same time,
6.
so you
Okay, yeah,
know.
that's fine then. Um,
Yeah.
because I'm usually in bed early, hopefully trying to calm my tits so I can go to sleep early on Fridays because I have market on Saturdays. I took the day
Yeah.
off from market because I wanted to talk to you.
Thank
This
you,
is a
madam.
special
You're welcome.
thing, and I know you've got shit to do, so I won't keep you
Yeah.
very long. Um,
Um, did you find out about those mermaid dolls for me?
Oh, the mermaid dolls. I love them.
Yeah, they're really cool.
I asked him about those, and um, what do you need to know? I'll
Whether
ask him
they have
again.
an online presence, right? Because
I did ask that, didn't I? I'll ask Joey. Um, yeah, for me, yeah. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, every Saturday I do a live from the Bisbee Farmers Market, and I talk to the
farm
different.
market.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's a lot of fun, and you get to see what's going on. I'll find out about those little mermaid dolls. They're skeleton
They're so
mermaids. They're
cool.
so cute.
They're so cool. I love
He's
that,
got
how they
Art the
have their
Clown,
skeletons.
a lot of horror things that he turns into really cute little clowns.
No
Um,
puns.
anything else you got coming up, Sugar Bear?
That's it for now. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, it's Nut House. Those
Awesome.
are those are scheduled. Those are standard shows. And then
Um,
pop-ups would just be on my channel. So, because
oh,
randomly, I like Scott Scorpio Sun will randomly say, "Hey, do you want to go live with me?" And if I'm free, I'm like, "Sure."
I got to talk to him. I let somebody put something into my mind, and I'm going back over all the bullshit that people have told me, and I'm like, is that true, or just because you were a bitch? Somebody else told me something about another person, and I didn't really think anything of it. I just shut that lane off.
Mhm.
Well, that person said, no, that's not true. So I'm going to have to go back and rethink all my relationships. Son of a bitch. Um, I know you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, people, but sorry.
Oh, where'd you go? Okay,
So
you
me,
froze.
for me, I have my shows on Wednesday for 20 Tarot. What is this? Oh,
Nathan just asked
somebody.
what dumpster fire is. Nathan, dumpster fire Friday is just where we sort of like it's
That's
hard
what it was.
truths, hard knocks, hard questions, and we try to be as honest as the cards give us answers to. And the cards are sassy, and there's some foul language, and there's, you know, it's like a lot of fun. And it's on the 17th. So tune in and you'll find out what that is.
For me, this Tuesday in the afternoon, I have to set the time and get these links out. I'm going to be doing a show with Curtis, the Creek County Oracle,
Nice.
and Puma Daddy Dan 420,
Mm-hmm.
and Draven, and hopefully Timmy, Raven Tarot Meditation. And it's going to be dudes on decks, basically. It's men
Hmm.
talking about spiritual matters. I've had this set up for a while, and hopefully
That's
this is
cool.
going to be an ongoing series with men and looking at things from the
Yeah.
male perspective. Everything is always geared towards the feminine. Well, that doesn't
I
mean
think
that
it's a
men,
great
yeah,
idea. I
we're
think
going to talk
that
about
is
it.
a great idea.
Heather does a show, and Selena does a show, but theirs are geared towards the feminine more. I want to
Hmm.
give uh, a male perspective. So, also, anybody who wants to book an appointment with me, you can go to my website, Wild Raven Tarot. Ravens see everything. All right. And if you go over here to services, you can click on that, and it's going to take you over here to what I offer: advice from the ancestors, deep dive reading, general reading, single tutoring session. You can get me for 40 bucks an hour, like when I used to be a hooker. Um, there's the full tarot
Everything's so
up.
fancy.
I know everything is the tarot apprenticeship course I have is 350, and that is an ongoing apprenticeship. If you're my apprentice, you're in. All right. I only have one of those at a time. Now, the tarot readings out in the wild, that is um my market. I have it set up to where you can actually schedule appointment times for me at market. So That is me, and that is what I do. So please check out wildraventaroaz.com.
So
A-Z.
when you have Curtis
Mhm,
backstage,
mhm.
ask him to show you the birthday deck I sent him.
Okay. This is good or
It is
bad?
it's a highly inappropriate deck for YouTube,
Is
and he
this it?
can't show it on air.
There's a deck I want that I can't do an unboxing for, so I haven't gotten it. That's the Sabbath Tarot. I want now. I'm curious. I'm gonna message him and say, "Dude, send me pictures."
It's
Megan says,
it's
"Ooh, it's so good." Okay.
Gigi knows all about it too because we were just gutting ourselves. We were like, this is just
What's it
yeah.
called?
I think it's called Big D.
Oh shit. um.
The Big D deck. I can tell you just one sec. They can't even show the pictures on Etsy. Like there's definitely
Yeah, that's a deck I would have to do on my members only channel. That'd be
right?
fun. Um,
Yeah.
Speaking of members, you guys become a member, you get the courses, the Fool's Journey, all that good stuff. Um, the
It's
Fool's Journey
called
through the Minor Arcana. A lot of
it's
D. Megan.
it's called What's the Future Packin'?
Oh my gosh. Miss Sarah D. I'm gonna have to get that for us.
And here's a sample.
Oh, I'm in. I'm in. I'm in. I'm in. Is that a tarot deck?
And there's a party. Oh yeah, it's a tarot deck. It's a legit tarot deck.
I need that deck.
Well, I do this was the card that killed me. I couldn't stop laughing. I just, because I live on an island, so this shit happens all the time.
Hold on, let me make you bigger.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh
So that's
my
called the Daddy
goodness.
of Outdoors. So, yeah, it's a very
Graphic.
interesting deck. And it was quite funny. He got that in the mail and
Somebody needs to send me that deck. That's what I'm saying.
we
Who's the publisher? Do you know?
no, Nathan, I live in Duncan, very close to that. Games du jour.
Games du jour. I'll have to look it up. All right.
Yeah.
All right,
The
everybody.
and it's a very glamorous. Very not as glamorous as Miss Tarot D. No. Yeah, Games Dujour. Games du jour.
I'm gonna have to
So
get that deck and use it during members readings. That's
it's out
awesome.
of
Thank you.
Washington, so it's in the States. So I was able to send it directly to him instead of having it come here. And she has some other decks as well, so you never know.
All right.
Etsy.
Lulu, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks
I
for having
really
me.
want to thank you. You're just as wonderful to talk to as I knew you were going to be. Everybody, please subscribe to Lulu, the Quiet Flame. Her link is in the description box. Love you, people. Love you all. But I got to go eat. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.